So you're here because you felt sick for a while and couldn't train, but now you want to get back into training, but you don't know exactly how because you've lost so much strength. If you watch this video all the way to the end, you'll know exactly how to train after getting sick, and you'll get your strength back much faster. Before I tell you what to do, it's really important that I tell you exactly what not to do. What you don't want to do is get back in the gym and start trying to push the same weight that you were pushing before. That is a recipe for disaster, and you will most likely injure yourself, like I did. I've made all the mistakes I'm going to tell you about. On the other hand, you also don't want to take 50 pounds off of every lift that you do. The goal is to get back to the strength that we had before we got sick. And here's exactly how you do that. First and foremost, get back on track with your diet. Most people, including me, and in fact, especially me, have terrible diets when they get sick. When I get sick, I eat sub 1500 calories. It's not that I'm not hungry, it's just that every time I see food, I am disgusted. I don't want to eat anything. The first thing we do as soon as we recover from the sickness is get our diet back on track. Now, what exactly do I mean by this? Three things. Number one, try to get the same amount of calories that you were getting before you were sick. Now, this doesn't have to be a sudden change. It doesn't have to go directly from, say, 1500 calories all the way to 3000 calories in a day. You can work your way up. So it can go from 1500 to 2000 to 2500, so on and so forth. The second thing you can do with your diet is try to get the same amount of protein that you were getting before you were sick. Again, you can work your way up. The third thing you've got to do with your diet is try to get the same amount of meals that you were getting before. Again, same thing, same philosophy, work your way up. The second thing you've got to do is try to lift heavy, but accept the fact that you're probably going to be weaker. From my experience, it's pretty much impossible to escape post-sickness strength loss. You just have to deal with it, and it sucks. I know that it sucks because you work so hard to put the weight up on the bar and now you've like gone down a few pounds and maybe you've even lost some weight. It sucks, especially if you're bulking. But try to maintain all the strength that you can. For example, if you were squatting 225 for 6 reps before you got sick and now you barely squat 225 for 4 reps with atrocious form, take some weight off. Don't worry, you'll get your strength back. You will. But what's really important is that we don't injure ourselves. The third thing that you've got to do, and I don't see this talked about enough. In fact, I don't see this talked about at all. Here's the thing. Depending upon how long you were away from the gym, your form might be rusty. I don't know about you, but if I take like a week and a half off from the gym, my form is rusty. Now, it's not like I've forgotten everything that I learned, but my form is not as good as it used to be. So make sure you practice your form and maintain good form because, again, we do not want to get injured. If you found this video helpful and you'd like more of my help personalized to your needs, then send me a DM on Instagram. Check the link in the description and the comments.